Hey guys, it's Ken here from ErgonX, and we're down at the Athlete's Foot in Carindale, and we're specifically checking out what they do with their customers to make sure they get the correct fit for their shoes every time, so there's no problems with your running shoes. So come with us and we'll check out what they do to fit their customers. So on entering the store, I was met with Matt, one of the expert fitters at the Athlete's Foot Carindale. So he asked me a few questions to start with about what I was doing, what activity, was I getting any foot pain, and what I had in mind. So then they put me across the MyFit 3D, which helps to scan your foot and actually see what it's doing. It's very similar to what we do in the clinic here, and it really does help to give you an understanding about what your foot's doing when you're running or walking. So you can see me walking across it here, and now Matt's explaining basically what we've found, that my feet are rolling in, there's some higher pressure points, and then potentially it might lead to a few overuse injuries in the future. So we're just discussing what type of shoes and what sort of activity we're going to be participating in, so we can get a really good idea about what my foot's doing. So then they ran through the results about what the actual scans told me, and you can see here that my foot's a flexible flat foot, and the shape is really quite low, and the scan has so many great features. So for example, what we're looking at now is the rear view of me walking across the pressure pads, and you can see that both my ankles roll towards the inside and my feet pronate. So that's a really interesting view, particularly as a podiatrist looking at this one. That's some great information there. And finally, the pressure analysis of my feet shows that my feet actually pronate late, which leads to a lot of things like shin splints, knee pain, and heel pain with plantar fasciitis. So what Matt did next was go and get 3 pairs of shoes, so I could try on a lot of different shoes and see which ones actually felt the best. So all of these shoes would work with my condition of my feet overpronating, but then we go off what actually feels the best on my feet. So what Matt is describing here now is the features of the shoe that help to stop overpronation. Now these guys are absolute experts on what all the shoes do, so this is where I get my information as a podiatrist. And so you can see me now fitting the shoes. Matty's customizing the shoe with an off-the-shelf orthotic, and this helps to just increase the arch support, increase the cushioning, and pack out the shoe a little bit because I have actually thin feet. So this is a really nice custom feature you can do to a shoe to make it customized to your foot, so you get that perfect fit, which we always get at the Athlete's Foot. So what he's checking now is the length of the shoe, just to make sure that it's a thumb width longer than the longest toe, so my toes don't touch the end of the shoe. And then of course the next thing we do is go for a little walk around the shop just to make sure everything feels good. And at this stage I've got one insole in one shoe and one shoe without the insole, which is a great way to feel what the orthotic insoles actually do to the shoes. And obviously the one with the orthotic insole felt better, so we went with the orthotic insole shoe. Okay, so I've got my shoes fitted at the Athlete's Foot at Carindale. So they've put me across the MyFit 3D, they've measured my feet, they've checked the pressure scan to see if my feet are rolling in or rolling out. They've adjusted my shoe fit with an orthotic insole to take up some of the excess room and to stop my feet from overpronating. So I think I've got the perfect fit of shoes here to go and exercise, run, let's see if they make me any faster.
Join hundreds of pain-free tradies who made the switch. Tap now to try Australia's most comfortable work boots.